Hey guys, this is Justin Goodbread bringing you this client question of the week. This week's question comes from Tabitha. Tabitha says, so Justin, I saw the 3-part podcast you did with the dental guys and wanted to know, as a young dentist, when should I hire a wealth manager? Also, how do I measure the results of working with a wealth manager? Hey Tabitha, that's a great question. That's why we're answering it. While I'm thinking about it, let's do a shout out to Wes and John, the dental guys, who are bringing you really cool information in the dental field. So here are 5 things that I'll give you. And I'll give you examples of actual clients that I'm working with right now, various phases of the dental market, and we'll address each one of these. So number 1, I'm working with a couple of young dentists who want to purchase a practice in the next 3 years. And what we're doing is we're working to build up their cash positions, we're helping to minimize their debt, and we're trying to identify where exactly they're going to buy this building. The way you would judge them is you would measure the markers on whether or not they're able to reach those goals. Number 2, I'm actively working with a number of dentists who are currently looking to buy a practice immediately. What we do in that field is we position their personal finances in place so they can make that acquisition. We identify the business, we work on negotiating in that business field for them. How would you measure a planner or a wealth manager's success in that particular event? You know, many planners and wealth managers, if they're dealing in this space, can actually negotiate their particular cost into the deal and not cost you anything. The third type of dentist we're currently working with, and we have a number here in this particular area, and they're dentists who have been in the practice for years. They bought their practice, now they're working to grow the revenue in their practice, but more importantly, we're trying to reduce the debt. The goal is to minimize the debt as quickly as possible, to minimize taxation, and to build their net worth. The way you would judge a planner in this particular area is you would quantify the year-by-year results. I like to personally track net worth and see how the net worth of our clients increase year by year. The fourth type of dentist that we're working with right now is one that's seeking to purchase their second practice, and in this case, to hire an associate. So what we must do in that position is make sure the business is healthy enough to take on the additional help through marketing, through good business strategies. Again, we're having to work on debt consolidation, we're having to work on debt minimization, really working on taxes in this area here, trying to minimize the tax outlay that the dentists have whenever they're a successful dentist. The fifth dentist that we're working with are those dentists who now have reached the level that they want to be at, and now they're in a 5-year position to sell their business. These dentists were positioning their practice in such a way that they get top dollar for their purchase. There's a number of ways you do that. This is called exit planning. The way that this particular dentist would judge whether or not a wealth manager is efficient is if the practice actually sells or has an offer at the desired amount with the desired tax consequences. Now, that's the best way I know how to answer your question, Tabitha. When should you hire a planner? I'm biased, but I'm going to tell you at any phase of a dentist's life, I would recommend a planner. You see, dentists are very intelligent people. You guys study, you're smart, but the area of business becomes so complicated that it's often very advisable and advantageous for you to have a set of eyes who knows business, who's in your court, who can help you navigate these waters to build maximum net worth and minimum taxation. I hope that answered your question, Tabitha. This is Justin Goodbread answering this client question of the week. Make it a great day.